Now, I've had a fascination with Australia's role at Villers-Bretonneux on the Western Front in World War I for years. I've done 2 radio shows from there on Anzac Day, in the cold, in the dark, and eerily enough, only last year discovered I had a great-grandfather who fought there, Bernard Austin Musto. Now, he's my family hero, but the real hero of VB, which all Australians should know about, was a fellow by the name of Thomas William Glasgow, a tough farmer from Maryborough in Queensland. And I've got to say, his story is mind-blowing. He first fought in the Boer War in South Africa and was awarded the Distinguished Service Order. As a major in the 2nd Light Horse Regiment, he landed at Gallipoli and would lead an attack on Dead Man's Ridge. All but 46 were killed or wounded. Glasgow was among the last to retire, carrying with him one of his own wounded troopers. And then came Villers-Bretonneux. Again, Anzac Day, this time 1918. And Glasgow was not going to allow the Germans to roll through VB and Amiens and on to Paris. The story goes that he argued heatedly with his British commanders on tactics and timing before he got his way, and he attacked the Germans after dark at 10 p.m. His strategies worked. It was the beginning of the end of the German army on the Western Front. Sir John Monash described it as the turning point of the war. Today, Australian flags fly proudly in the village square of VB, and there's a perpetual sign that reads, "Never forget Australia." The French government awarded Glasgow the Legion of Honour. Charles Bean described him as the most forcible brigadiers of the 4th Division, with a fiery temper, but cool understanding and a firm control of men. He gave confidence both to the superiors and subordinates. Sir Robert Menzies later described Glasgow as the complete personal embodiment of the AIF. How's that for a rap? Back home, for 20 years, he led the Anzac Day Parade in Brisbane. In 1919, he was elected to the Senate and later became the Minister for Defence. He wasn't finished. In 1939, he was appointed first Australian High Commissioner to Canada. He returned to Australia in 1945 and went back on the land to farm in Queensland. When he passed away in July 1955, they gave William Glasgow a state funeral. Today you can go to Roma Street in Brisbane and see a bronze statue of the great Sir William Glasgow. I've met one of his surviving grandchildren in France, and they are incredibly proud. Glasgow is the epitome of courage. There's that word again. His immense contribution should never be forgotten. And he proved that we weren't just making up the numbers in World War I, we were making a difference. And as I say when I refer to this bloke each and every time, what a bloody great legacy.